Cowabunga.
Oh, God. Shit. We're an ASMR channel now. We're an ASMR podcast. That's the most explosive Ale 8 I've ever opened in my entire life. Cheers.
Cheers.
So I found out my coworker has an ASMR YouTube channel.
Sick.
It's something, man. It's something.
Hey, it's always weird when the people you find out have, like, 50, 100,000, 1,000 subscribers here and there, or they do something that's kind of odd. I remember a lot of people were pretty shocked that they were like, oh, I've been seeing you pop up on TikTok. How are you doing? I'm like, why didn't you check the channel?
Hey, check out the YouTube where you can actually get monetized in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
But it was funny because we were talking about taxes, and she was like, oh, I've got like $30 from YouTube. And I said, excuse me?
How can
she's
you
like,
get
yeah,
only $30?
I'm like, she's like, yeah, I'm monetized on YouTube. And I'm like, from what? How am I just now finding this out? She's like, because I've been hiding it from everyone. And eventually she told me that it's an ASMR channel. So of course I ridiculed her mercilessly.
Of course.
And I went to the channel. And what do you think the most viewed ASMR video is?
100,000?
No, it's like 25,000.
Okay.
Which is still a
See,
lot.
I wanted to shoot way high and then just work my way down. 25,000, that's respectable.
What kind of ASMR is that one in particular, though?
I'm going to guess making a drink or something, that one where they tap on the...
No, it's worse. It's applying lotion.
I don't know how that would really be like a ASMR, just...
Because men are, awful. And, you gotta beat your meat
creatures.
Sometimes. You gotta beat your meat sometimes, Stay healthy out there, kids. Beat your meat.
You have to tenderize the meat.
Gotta beat the meat, man. Anyway, welcome to this, the Lord's 112th. The Lord forsook this podcast long ago. The 112th episode of the Duels and Dorks podcast, a Magic the Gathering podcast where we keep you up to date on all the things going on that you want to know about in Magic the Gathering. We are in a calm right now.
It's the calm before the storm.
It's the calm before the study. Because we're going to school. We're going to Strixhaven next. It's very exciting. TMNT, fully out, full retail release. Couldn't care less, honestly.
Let me ask you something real quick. Do you remember when they first, I'm talking very first, introduced collector packs? Do you remember how much a collector pack was when it was first dropped?
I want to say like $15, $18.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't
Something
know.
like that. Something in that range.
Yeah.
It's like 30 now.
Yeah.
It's like doubled.
There was a TikToker that picked up some packs, and they were like, there's a good deal on these, so I bought 3 of them. They're $44. I was like, brother, $44 is a good price? What's a bad one?
My brother in Christ. Like, you can get a whole booster box for $300. Like, the TMNT collector boosters and the Spider-Man collector boosters have actually, like, gone down quite a bit. Final Fantasy
are
is
they
in its own
the
fucking
$15
universe
to
right
$20 range? No.
now. Well, what's 300 divided by 12? I should be able to do that math in my head. And I am doing that math in my head right now.
Oh, look at you. Doing the math in your head.
I'm doing the math in my head right... I fucked it up. God damn it. No. God damn it. I was trying to be slick about it. $25 pack if you bought it at retail. Like, it's just still too much.
Too much.
Dude,
that's what was like in my brain. I was just like $44 a pack. $44 a pack. I'm like, why is anybody buying this? We could get them to lower it if you would just stop.
Along those lines, did you see the Secret Lair website for the last super drop? I wonder if it's still available. Literally like 4 days after, all of the Ninja Turtle Secret Lairs were not only available, but none of them were even marked as low stock.
Does not surprise me.
And it seems to be the case that it's still all fully available. Yeah. Yeah, all the Ninja Turtle Lairs are still completely available, and even the whole kit and caboodle full bundle.
That's crazy, because that's usually the one that's gone.
The Turtle Power foil bundle, the Heroes in a Half Shell non-foil bundle, the Totally Tubular everything bundle, all still completely available.
I really didn't see anything that was like jaw-droppingly good when I was going through.
I thought the last Ronin looked cool.
Yeah. I mean, that was one, but I mean, the only card in that entire drop that I even saw that I was like, that's pretty good art, was the Sakashima Student from, I don't know which one.
Was that the Mighty Mutanimals? No.
No.
It
was like some kind of artist, I think.
The Kevin Eastman one.
Yeah.
The Kevin Eastman one, I think, is probably between Gutter Snipe and the Sakashima Student. Like, they're very playable. But like the fact that all of these layers and all the bundles are still available, I appreciate the people voting with their wallets, man. Cheers to you. Also, I said this earlier. Ale 8 is a soda. It's not. I'm not drinking right now.
I figured it was some kind of northerner wacky soda.
This is a Kentucky. This is the zero version, of course, because I'm a fan of a diet beverage in this house.
If someone asks you if you want to drink from the store, what do you say?
Diet Coke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is how you can tell we're from different states.
Why? What would you say?
Coke.
Oh, you fuck.
Do you know what the response is to that?
You're one of those all sodas or Coke, aren't you?
Yep. That's the response. What kind?
You're a freak.
Dr. Pepper.
You're a freak. All right.
I'm not a freak.
I'll take my Diet
ahead
Cola.
Of the curve.
I'll take my soda. Thank you very much.
At least we can agree that
pops. Those people are freaks. Those are awful. If you call soda pop, I'm gonna fucking.
I'm gonna assume you're 90.
How about that? 90.
Yeah. Let me get a pap.
Let me get a.
Or your Jennifer Coolidge.
Let me get a pap. Get it a pop. Make me some pop. I want to watch you put the syrup into the glass and then pour sparkling water in while you mix it. Which, by the way, have you ever had like old school like soda parlor style sodas?
Very rarely.
Good.
Very rarely.
So good.
But when I can get them, I do, because they are.
Oh my god, fantastic!
Hit. But
this is not a soda podcast. This is a Magic the Gathering podcast. So we've had some time to marinate on TMNT. I am pretty much full skip on this, quite frankly. I will say, I think it is better than Spider-Man. It is objectively better than Spider-Man. The card quality, I think the art is better. The theming is better. But for the same reasons that I don't really like Spider-Man, I don't really like TMNT. I will shout out us totally calling, or at least me, I don't know if you agreed or not, I can't remember, but the artifact synergies they were building in to TMNT, because now there's a whole artifact standard going on with like Pinnacle Emissary and the surveillance and the surveillance cam and the little dog, the 2-mana dog that makes artifact robots when artifacts enter. Like there's a whole thing going on there, which We'll get to standard in a moment, because I have some feelings about it.
You have some thoughts.
I have some thoughts, but I bought 3 TMNT packs for our end of year limited pool, and that's all the TMNT products.
Just so you know, I'm gonna pull a bomb from there that's not gonna be in my colors.
Probably.
I'm calling it right now.
Probably. I'm gonna do an off the wall strategy. I did aggressive spell slingery stuff 2 years in a row, so I want to try and mix it up a little.
If it ain't broke, you know what they say.
I mean, as 2-time defending champion of the Duels in Mana Dorks,
you still haven't even gotten your reward for our game yet because we have not all three been together.
What was the reward? Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, no, you haven't. That's crazy. I completely forgot about that. All right. What do you make of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now that you've had some time to marinate?
What I do like about it is I keep finding different things that I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good card. I could use it in this, or that's a pretty good card. I could put it in this. And one of the things I keep going back to is there's so much Universes Beyond coming that there's going to be legendaries. Like, you just know. And what I thought about today is think about all the decks that are like legendary focused, right? SpongeBob, Ratadrabik, Dejaru and Hazaret, like things like that.
Yeah.
That are just constantly reaping the benefit of all these Universes Beyond sets, because don't get me wrong, I mean they were packing them in with Magic sets, but
it's a whole other
that
level.
if a Universes Beyond is coming, that it's about to be packed.
You're about to get if a Universes Beyond set's coming, you're getting 5 common rarity legendary creatures.
Yeah.
That also
Pauper
have 3
legendary?
other versions.
Huh? Pauper legendary incoming?
It's maybe, but even going back to Final Fantasy, one of the archetypes was legendary.
Right.
Legendary matters. And the legendary support's off the charts right now.
And that's the thing is, I'm just like, what's crazy about that is those are the types of decks that are just going to constantly get better because of all the support from the Universes Beyond, specifically.
And I will say they'll get more diverse too, because people are going to want to play the cards that they enjoy more. So the variety, like you're going to get much more variety in your SpongeBob decks.
Yeah. You're really going to start feeling around in
ooze.
there.
You're going to feel the ooze.
Yeah. The mutagen.
The mutagen. Have you been playing Magic recently? Have you had a chance to shuffle up with some buds?
I haven't gotten a chance to play Standard or anything like that, but I did recently get to play 4 games of Commander.
So I got 3 games of CEDH in recently.
Oh,
on Friday. That was
what
very
were you
fun.
playing? What was
I was playing the CEDH list for my Narset and Lightened Exile.
Okay.
Jeskai, Underworld Breach combo. I was trying to push too hard. That was my biggest problem. The pod was, I was on Narset. We had a Gitrog monster, a Kinnan, and a Killin. It's the Grixis graveyard spell commander. It's like a wizard something.
Okay.
I don't remember because
Inala?
No, not Inala.
Grixis Wizards, that's Inala.
It's not Grixis Wizards. It is a Grixis wizard.
Gotcha.
That cares about having spells in the graveyard and can let you cast spells from the graveyard. Okay. Sometimes I don't remember. The reason is because they proxied it as Dark Magician Girl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So but it was definitely, they were much more patient and they were building like steady board states where I was getting a good grip of cards and my board state wasn't as evolving as quickly. I never ended up even casting my commander, which was should have been my sign that I should like start doing that. But
that's not always like. I watch a lot of CEDH content, and I mean you can pop off from nothing. I mean, if you got a full grip and some mana, I mean, you can just go.
Well, my best game was a turn 2 Intuition pile where I had.
You had the setup.
I had Lion's Eye Diamond in hand. I cast Intuition, getting Brain Freeze, Underworld Breach, and Savine's Reclamation. And then on turn 3, I was able to Savine's Rec that got countered. And then the Savine's Rec was in the graveyard. I got the Brain Freeze to hand. They did the right thing of giving me the Brain Freeze and then putting Underworld Breach and Savine's Wreck in the graveyard. I flashed back the Savine's Wreck. It got countered. Turns out if you counter it after flashbacking it, it still goes into exile and not the graveyard, which is some bullshit that I don't like. So then I had to pass, and by the time I was like, well, my plan now is cast my commander and maybe get another round. It never even got back to me. So Kinnan went too hard on that turn. So that's really the only play experience I had. A lot of people have been playing at the recent standard events, the Spotlight series, and the professor of the Tulare Community College, he released a video yesterday. Standard's in like a pretty good spot right now, and it's because of the Badger Mole Cub.
Yeah.
Not in spite of it. So their writer, Jesse Ropkin, kind of compared Badger Mole Cub to like the Mox Opal of Standard, where it's like Mox Opal enables a very powerful strategy, so you can be on that strategy. And because that's such a powerful strategy, there's a lot of decks that build in counters to that strategy. And so that strategy kind of goes down. But if the metagame's pushing too hard into taking down Badger Mole Cub strategies, then it gives rise to the weirder, like the Doomsday Excruciator combo that we were talking about with the Spectacular Spider-Man. And then that comes up. And then when that comes up, then suddenly Badger Mole Cub becomes more popular because less people are on. And it just kind of creates this environment where it's like any given weekend, who's able to guess what that weekend's meta is the best. And
see, I watched that video, and you know what was one of the first things I did when I finished that video? I went to the comments.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, there were some people in there that were just basically like, I mean, cool, but I don't have X amount of money to shell out for this, for a playset, or X amount of money for this. Because at the end of the day, what Wizards needs to, like, visualize, if budget is not an option, if it's just, I mean, I'm not saying that it can't put up numbers, but the reason Commander is so accessible, you can buy a precon, and you'll basically be able to hang.
You can build a deck out of bulk, like someone may have done this weekend.
You can build a deck out of bulk. There's a lot of different stuff going on, but if you take a 60-card pile of bulk to a standard event,
you're fucked.
It's so bad, because I did that. I was like, man, I'm about to walk in there with this mono red / white deck that I built out of Magic Origins cards, and I'm about to show them what for. Needless to say, I went 0-3, and then I dropped.
Yeah. That's why Pauper is so appealing right now, is because you can build a meta-competitive deck for $80.
Right, and I feel that if you want a format to succeed, the budget scene don't get me wrong, I know that there are people that when they start playing, they'll want to invest more, or they'll see a strategy they like and start wanting to maybe trade for or get to these cards. However, if your budget pile is like the foundation of a good format, I feel. Like, how cheaply can someone get into this format? How accessible is it to everybody? Now, you have Magic Arena, I will give you that, where it's, whatever you want to pay. I mean, you might have to grind your ass off to get to the cards you want, but
if you just do your dailies and you play, I mean, in Arena, you're going to get enough wild cards that you can build whatever strategy you want, and you don't have to have all the exact perfect cards to be metagame playable on Arena.
But that's Arena. If you want to go play in person,
$800. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's your play set of Badger Mole Cubs. Well, that's why so many of those tournament grinder players will ask if people have will ask if people have cards they can borrow, so they don't have to buy them at the event or sell them back or something.
Why there's teams. Teams are important.
So you can pool your resources there, and you can have people on different strategies and help fill each other's decks out. Along those lines, I do want to talk about Strixhaven a little bit, because the Mystical Archives bonus sheet is going to be a very good spot for a lot of very needed reprints right now. It looks like they're going the way of the last go around with the Strixhaven bonus sheet, the Mystical Archives, where the uncommon Mystical Archives are going to be your standard legal instance and sorcery staple cards that you want. Like, we've already seen stock up. We're probably going to get things like Sleight of Hand. Boomerang Basics is probably a little bit harder to get in there. But they might just print another 1-mana bounce spell.
Yeah.
Reprint another 1-mana bounce spell.
Snap.
Exact. Well, Snap's 2 mana. It's 1 and a blue.
It's better.
Right? Well, it untaps. It's effectively free if you hold the mana up. That's true. But reprinting those things and the bonus sheet itself, while not standard legal, those cards being reprints of standard legal cards, even like a Spell Snare, Lightning Helix, your Burst Light, like that kind of stuff's going to help a lot of those like more ubiquitous playable things. But that remains to be seen.
I'm excited to keep seeing the standard meta shakedown. I enjoyed the video. I just also thought the people in the comments were making a solid point that it's like,
absolutely.
At the end of the day, if you did want to play in paper
hope you're rich.
The cardboard costs money.
Absolutely. Well, enough of that waffling on. Let's get into the news of the day, which is very thin, which is why we've been waffling on for so long about just our opinions on things. Over at Magic.dg, they announced the 2026 lineup of Commandfest events. Commandfest are events that go on around the world to help promote Commander. They basically only play Commander. It is not a CDH tournament. It's just kind of a massive celebration of Commander. The promo for Commandfest is going to be a textless full art Findhorned Elves, which looks absolutely gorgeous, I might add.
Yeah.
The announced locations starting in May, and these go throughout the entire end of the year. Adelaide, Australia, Gießen, Germany, Beijing, China, and then you get Tacoma, Washington. Shanghai, Osaka, Japan, Toronto, Yokohama, Japan, Mexico City, goes to Italy, England, Brazil, Australia, then back to the United States in Virginia, and then Germany, and a to-be-announced location in the APAC region as well. All of these are being put on by a whole bunch of different gaming companies. And I do like their push to make Commandfest sort of an international event, because we got the MagicCons in the United States, and those kind of are de facto, in a way, Commandfests.
Yeah.
And even like your Star City games and your Spotlight series also end up having a ton of Commander events at them anyway. I like that I like the focus on the international aspect. I want to draw your attention to the Bologna, Italy one. 4 Seasons. We'll be getting back to that. Beginning to that company here in just a little short while. And how well they handled a cheater. The other events they announced were the Spotlight series in London, May 8th to 10th, and then in Chiba, Japan, from May 29th to 31st. This is going to be in the Strixhaven timeframe. All participants of the Spotlight series, which will be standard for these 2 events, will get a full art Liliana Vess Planeswalker promo, with the top 120 getting a foil version. $50,000 prize pool, which will help pay for half of your standard deck. And then the next... and if you finish in the top 8, you will get an invite to the Pro Tour, which will be Marvel's Superhero, and it's going to be at MagicCon Amsterdam, July 17th to the 19th. The winner will also receive a Black Lotus-themed trophy featuring the Strixhaven set symbol. And you can watch online if you feel so inclined.
Heck yeah.
Spotlight series and is those kinds of tournament formats I find exciting, the possibility of, and then logistics of impossible.
God, one day I would love... I know my kids would have to be bigger, but I would just love one day to be able to go to one of those international Command Fests. Man, wouldn't that be so cool? Let's
you can tie it in with the family. Yeah, fuck it. What, December 11th to 13th? I probably have a swim meet that weekend, but we'll figure it out. That's how this tends to go. But yeah, Spotlight Series is great. It's kind of the current version of the Grand Prix at this point. The promo is awesome. I think the Liliana Vest card looks amazing. Anyway, we got to move on to, as I previously mentioned, the Four Seasons company in Italy. They were having a modern tournament in Bologna, Italy.
In lovely Bologna.
Italian pro player, Biagio Cantoni, nicknamed Rudicant. He was I can't with these. I can't with the foreign names, man. I'm terrible. I can barely speak English, quite frankly. I really can't. He allegedly broke the rules by turning his fetch lands into demonic tutors. So he was one of the featured matches. He was up against oh god, what deck was he up against? Oh, for fuck's sake. Ruby Storm. He was playing against a Ruby Storm combo deck. It was game 2. He had won game 1. Turn 1 plays a Misty Rainforest, passes. The Ruby Storm player does their turn, and he cracks the fetch land, searching for a the Surveil land. Searches for a Surveil land. While he's thumbing through his deck, he finds Endurance, which is a free pitch elemental that really disrupts Ruby Storm. As he's thumbing through, he puts the Endurance to the back of the packet that he's thumbing over to, which would effectively put it at the top of the deck, finds a Surveil land, puts a Surveil land down, and then begins shuffling his deck, where the top card never ends up changing.
Yeah.
The obviously very blatant cheating. He then does a little slick move of not presenting his deck to be cut and shuffled. He just places it over, and then the opponent just kind of looks and is like, okay. And he goes to his Surveil and he does the whole theatrical, like, do I want to keep that on top? Do I want to put it in the graveyard? Let me look at my hand. Let me look at the card. Let me look at my hand. I'll leave it on top. Then draws the Endurance.
Pretty sneaky.
It is very sneaky. Doing it so blatantly when you have a top-down camera and your game is being streamed is
wild,
incredible.
Balls of steel.
Speaking of balls of steel, the most amazing part is him doubling down on Twitter and being like, guys, Endurance isn't even good in this matchup. Why would I be trying to put that on top when objectively the pitch elemental that gets rid of it just fucks up their graveyard so they can't storm off.
Guys,
it removes their graveyard.
Come on.
He just lying through his teeth. Four Seasons. This is where the Four Seasons comes in. Four Seasons Tournaments says on Twitter, quote, "The beauty of playing Magic is playing Magic. For us, this means competing while respecting the rules, your opponents, and all other registered players. Together with the judges, we have reviewed the players' videos, and we believe there is sufficient evidence to warrant all 2026 suspension for Biagio Cantoni from our circuit. We will also talk about this with the Boost team, and they also agree to implement the ban for all of their events as well. This type of behavior is not good for the game and eternal community."
Cowabummer.
Cowabummer, dude. Cowabummer. After that is when Cantoni tweets, "After the events at 4 tournaments, I have decided to step away from Magic. I'm truly sorry for what happened and for the message it sent. It was never my intention, and I hope nothing like this happens again. Thanks for everything. I sincerely apologize and wish you all the best." Very surface level apology.
Yeah.
Very not admitting any sort of fault. And, well, putting the ban hammer down for the rest of the year is pretty impressive for one of these tournaments, honestly.
I mean, it's one of the things you really, really have to crack down on, because people are incentivized, not by the company, but, they feel incentivized to cheat.
Oh, yeah.
They feel like, this has money on the line. You think people have, misconstrued rules or put stuff at the top at your local game store just to, like, there's packs on the line?
Oh, yeah.
Now there's money on the line? Man, forget about that.
$50,000.
Yeah.
Like, if you get top 8, you get a Pro Tour invite.
Really have to show these people that cheating is just not acceptable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy that, if he's doing it this blatantly on the camera, how many times did he do that in the rounds leading up to it?
Right.
That kind of behavior.
And how many people did he, end up knocking out of the tournament from that? Who lost their chance? So that's why it should be. I think it should be almost zero tolerance policy.
I completely agree.
It's like the first time they catch you, sure, you're banned. If they catch you again, you're done.
You're done. No more Magic. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can play with your friends. Go to MagicCon. No tournaments.
But any sanctioned event or anything like that, banned.
Absolutely. Hard agree.
But even those players end up doing not bad. I mean, they just find other stuff to play. I mean, if you're good at a card game, you'll be good at other card games.
Yeah, you can pick up Riftbound.
Man, that's blowing
the new
up.
hotness right now.
Yeah, blowing up.
The One Piece TCG is actually getting pretty big now too. So more power to them. They can get product for
the One Piece.
They can get product.
The One Piece is real.
How crazy would it be if he reveals the One Piece by having it printed as a card and just shows what the One Piece is? Doesn't explain anything about it, but you just see the One Piece actually for the first time.
So you do know that the guy that writes One Piece wrote like what the One Piece is and dropped it in the ocean.
Sure. That's cool.
Yeah, he did that. Like
the One Piece is the friends
and everything.
Along the way.
If you have the means, you could find out what the One Piece is.
It's gonna be.
It's the friends we made along the way.
The One Piece is gonna not be real. I'm telling you. When they find the One Piece, it's gonna be an empty room. It's gonna be like the fake out at the end of National Treasure, where they make you think that someone went through and looted the treasure hundreds of years ago.
Too many people have guessed that ending. I'm telling you right now. I almost will guarantee it's gonna be like the truth. The one trueness in the world of One Piece. Don't make me get into that, all right?
It's gonna end with him looking at it and then
he's gonna realize that to keep this generation of pirates going, Luffy will have to hide the One Piece again, and it's just gonna start all over.
It's gonna be like that one. I think it's SpongeBob. No, or is it? Family Guy,
like that thing where it's based off a real treasure.
No. Where there's like an epiphany, and then there's a flash, and then it cuts to live action, and someone wakes up and is like, "Whoa, I just had this crazy dream about."
Family Guy. Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, zero tolerance for cheating. Get fucked. Get bent. Lastly. We previously talked about a Hasbro lawsuit that was going on where people were suing over Hasbro intentionally overprinting Magic the Gathering cards. That lawsuit was voluntarily dropped by the shareholders that initially filed it. The two Hasbro shareholders in question, Joseph Crocenow and Olton McGlone, they filed a 76-page shareholder derivative complaint on behalf of the company against 14 executives, including CEO Chris Cox. It alleged that Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast were, quote, overloading the market with Magic sets to generate revenue and to offset shortfalls within the company. And it had also oh my God, I can't fucking talk today. And it had also repurchased approximately $1.4 million of its own shares of common stock at an artificially inflated price between April 2022 and July 2022. Statements from an anonymous former employee further alleged that Hasbro and Wizards began overprinting Magic sets at the beginning of 2018 as part of Project Parachute, which established a formula for Magic sets to be, quote, rapidly produced and released to generate roughly $40 to $80 million in the event of shortfalls in other company businesses. The lawsuit, which has been, quote, voluntarily dismissed without prejudice against the defendants as of February 17th, and they did not cite a reason for the dismissal, and it can be refiled in the future. So basically, we probably wouldn't win. See ya.
Yeah.
Which it's hard to prove that kind of stuff in a court of law
Which we talked
in
about.
America. Yeah. It's a shame. I would have liked it to go to Discovery. I want all those kinds of things to go to Discovery because that's where you get the actual like good juicy
that's where
bits.
the real tea is.
That's where the meat and two veg really comes out, you know. Anyway, can't say I'm surprised, but that's
we kind of called that.
Yeah. That's kind of all we got in the news. There's not a lot of news.
Little light.
Just a little sprinkly tidbit of stuff. I mean, we could talk about Chris Cox and Hasbro using AI to make virtual Peppa Pig and Optimus Prime to help them come up with product ideas. Because
why not?
That's something. The creator of The Walking Dead, who also works on the Amazon animated show Invincible, wants an MTG crossover with Invincible. And though we don't really talk about D&D anymore, the revised edition of 5e is just 5.5 now. They officially were like, we'll just call it 5.5. You guys were right.
Yeah.
All along. All along.
Sometimes the customer's right.
Sometimes the community knows what they're talking about. That's all.
Well, they're like, you called this one 3.5. Why wouldn't you just call this one 5.5?
It's an evolution of 5. It's 5e. It's still 5e. I don't play D&D anymore. I don't know why I don't know why my agita is getting up about it anymore. Anyway. That, my dear friends, is all the time we have for this, the Lord's 112th episode of the Duels of Mana Dorks podcast. The next episode, hopefully, we'll have some Strixhaven previews that we can talk about, dive into a little bit. I think that'll be exciting.
You know who would probably have a good perspective on that, though? Our patron,
Brandon
Vol.
I was getting there, man. I wasn't gonna miss it because I realized I hadn't done the whole call out. The Duels of Mana Dorks podcast posts every other week, free on all podcasting services that you want: Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. You can get the video version on YouTube, but if you want to listen early and ad free, you can check out the Patreon, patreon.com/dungeonbros. Join for free to get questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, and ideas read on the show, get sent directly to us. You can join for the $5 tier to get early ad-free access to it and all YouTube videos that I post on the Dungeon Bros YouTube. And then for $15 a month, you get your name read at the end of the show. You get the shout out in the YouTube videos like Brandon Vol does, because Brandon's the man. The man. The myth and the legend. And this could be you too. You could be the man or the woman. You could be the woe man. Whoa, man. You could be the they them for all I care. You know? We will shout you out. I will make sure that he shouts you out. I'll shout out. Oh, I'm shouting. My man. I will always be shouting. Especially that's how down for you we are, Brandon. How the fuck did this thing splash? That's crazy. It's been trying to get on you since you opened it. It's been fighting me today. It's been fighting me. Now, will I have preferences for the names that I shout out? 100%. 100%. But I'm a human. What can I say? If I find out that you're a furry, banned. You're banned. Straight up banned. I won't remove you from the Patreon. Your credit card will still get charged, but you're banned. Just know you're banned. Anyway, that is all the time we have. We love you very much, and as always, Arrivederci. That's a good movie.